night on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be. Oh, and our good time starts and ends without our loved one to spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
For all the sleepy Jeans out there, now everything's riding on Rider. We catch up with Sam very soon, and I guess this morning is Mark Gatiss. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Monday the 9th of May. Good morning, this is Claire Runacres. An energy supplier says 10 million households in the UK could find themselves in fuel poverty next winter. A minister says the cost of living crisis makes it more difficult to help develop less well-off regions of the country. And In My Skin has been named Best Drama Series at the BAFTAs. Scottish Power is warning that 40% of UK households could be in fuel poverty next winter unless the government takes radical action. The company's chief executive, Keith Anderson, told the BBC that another expected increase in the energy price cap could see average bills rise to between £2,500 and £3,000 a year. He said it would mean that about 10 million households would be spending more than 10% of their income on energy, and ministers needed to take action.
I think it'll be truly horrific. I think we will end up seeing with people self-disconnecting, not loading up their prepayment cards. I think we will see a massive increase in the level of debt, which is why we think it has to be a government and regulatory-backed scheme. So you take the £1,000 off the bill, you spread it over a 10-year period, you look at making a repayment of about £40.
The Treasury said it will review the level of support in the autumn. A survey for the charity The Food Foundation suggests more people in the UK are struggling to afford to eat every day as food prices rise. More than 10,500 people took part in the research at the end of last month. Around 1 in 7 adults said they lived in homes where people had skipped meals, reduced meal sizes or gone hungry. The government says the hardest hit will receive £1,000 a year more in universal credit, while the minimum wage has been boosted for full-time workers. The Cabinet Minister in charge of reducing regional inequalities has said that the cost of living issues threaten to deepen inequalities in the UK unless ministers press ahead with their levelling up agenda. Michael Gove said high inflation made it even more urgent to help less well-off areas by improving education, transport links and broadband connections. But he acknowledged that rising prices made the government's ambitions harder to achieve.
At a time when inflation is rising, that means that every pound of government spending is worth a little bit less in a year's time than it was last year. So it is a tough climate. It's tough for everyone. It is both much more important and also that little bit more difficult.
More than 20 charities have called on the government to halt plans to move millions of people onto universal credit. Today sees the resumption of a compulsory scheme to transfer people on older benefits, including those with mental health problems, to the new form of benefit payments. Michael Buchanan reports.
This is the final stage in the much-delayed rollout of universal credit. The vast majority of those in the old benefits are in receipt of either tax credits or ESA, the main sickness benefit. Ministers say that 1.4 million people will be, on average, £220 a month better off in universal credit, and say the process will be managed in a careful, phased manner. But in an open letter, 22 leading charities point out that 900,000 claimants will be worse off and describe the plans as a bad move at a terrible time.
President Putin is to lead ceremonies in Russia marking the Soviet victory in the Second World War. 10,000 troops will be taking part. There's speculation he could make a major announcement related to the invasion of Ukraine. President Zelensky has said Russia's bombardment of cities and mass deportation of civilians mirrors the crimes of the Nazis. Here, the government has announced further economic sanctions against Moscow, including a 35% increase in import tariffs on Russian platinum and palladium. The metals are used in the manufacture of catalytic converters, mobile phones and computers. The BAFTA Television Awards have taken place at the Royal Festival Hall in London. The BBC's In My Skin won Best Drama Series. Sean Bean and Jodie Comer received the top acting awards. Our entertainment correspondent Stephen Powell was at the ceremony.
Jodie Comer took home the award for leading actress for her portrayal of care worker Sarah in the Channel 4 drama Help.
Genius! Tony! We're going to take you home.
Also winning an award from Help was Kathy Tyson for Best Supporting Actress.
Have you been in prison before? No. First time for everything, eh?
BBC prison drama Time won 2 awards, one for Best Actor Sean Bean and another for Best Miniseries. Sir Billy Connolly was honoured with the BAFTA Fellowship, the highest accolade that the Academy can bestow.
It's made me such a happy man getting these good attendance medals.
And the next generation of star was born too.
Grew up in West London.
With YouTuber and rapper Big Zoo winning twice for his comedy cooking show Big Zoo's Big Eats.
And the weather. It'll be wet and windy in Northern Ireland and Scotland, while much of Wales and England will remain dry, with sunshine in the morning and cloud in the afternoon. Temperatures will reach 22 Celsius in London, 20 in Cardiff and 14 in Edinburgh and Belfast. BBC News, it's 8:05.
Thank you very much, Claire.
BBC Radio 2. Listen live on the BBC Sounds app. The Zoe Ball Breakfast Show.
Welcome, Monday Wonders. How are you this morning? I trust that you had a fabulous weekend, or just got to put your feet up, or to do something for you in these busy, busy times. If you just tuned in, you've missed the 7:33, sadly. James in Lincolnshire has been in touch. He says, so, Foo Fighters, my all-time favourite band, and then Jack Johnson was our first dance at our wedding last year. Brought a tear to my eye as I sang, driving along the A46 this morning. Another one, same time tomorrow, with you in charge. Lovely to hear from you, James. Now, normally it's us surprising Richie. Today, Richie surprising Sam Ryder, coming up on the show as the Eurovision countdown continues.